Hey YouTubers and YouTubettes, what's going on? It's Jex coming at you from Cinebros Supreme, and I hope you all had a good weekend. Here in the Great White North, we got hit pretty bad. Big snowstorm. We got what seems to be like a bazillion inches of snow. It's crazy, and it is cold today. It's like 22 below zero Celsius, that is. And my car wouldn't even start this morning. Can't go out. So what better thing to do than make a video for you guys, huh? So this is actually a video response to my buddy Horror and More 2. Great guy. Check him out. He's got great taste in movies. We always comment on each other's videos, and really nice guy. So check him out. Horror and More 2. I'm gonna leave the link below. And yeah, he did a video, it's been a while now, maybe about a month ago. He made a video showing off his Anchor Bay DVDs, Anchor Bay collection. And I thought that was really cool because I love Anchor Bay. I think they're just a great DVD distribution company, because they've obtained the rights to so many, cult classics and just all around good movies. And I love it. And if it wasn't for Anchor Bay, there's probably a bunch of movies I wouldn't even know about. So I owe a lot to Anchor Bay, So this video is both a video response and a tribute to Anchor Bay. So yeah, I'm going to show off all the Anchor Bays I have, DVD, and even a few VHSs. I have quite a few Anchor Bay VHSs, because before they got big with DVDs, they released VHSs. So I'm going to go through those. So let's not waste any time. Let's get to it. Alright everybody, here we go, rock and roll. It's time for the Anchor Bay DVDs. Let's do it, let's start it up. Start up with Black Christmas from 1974, a Bob Clark film. I talked about this one in one of my recent updates. It's really cool. It's actually part of the Horror Legacy series from Anchor Bay. I have quite a few of these, and the sleeve comes off, and you have another awesome cover. And like I said in my update, this was a really awesome movie. Edge of your seat, suspense. Really cool. Kind of hard to understand in some moments, my buddy Lucas and I, we watched it together, and we thought it was kind of hard to put the pieces of the puzzle together a lot of the time, but regardless, it's a great movie. Great horror movie. So yeah, Black Christmas. Next up, this is one I really like. Glad to have found it. Class of 1984. Got this about 4 or 5 years ago. This is a special edition released in 2006. So yeah, about 4 years ago. And it's a really great movie directed by Mark Lester. He would go on to do Commando. So yeah, it's got another great cover here. And lots of cool pictures in the back. It's a really great movie. Not sure how to qualify it. It's not really horror. Maybe I qualify more as like a drama, kind of action, suspense, drama, all in one. And what it is, it's just it's a story about a teacher who goes on to teach at a new school, which is like has a bad reputation. The teacher is played by Perry King, and he goes to this school to teach, and he gets tormented by this gang of punks, and they're really hardcore, and it's really great movie. And it also stars a young Michael J. Fox, one of his early roles. This movie was made in '82, so he was really young. This is a Canadian movie as well, I do believe. Yeah, young Michael J. Fox, really cool. '82, so it must be just right before he started doing Family Ties. Yeah, class of '84. Oh, before I go on, got a great theme song by Alice Cooper called I'm the Future, and it's a really great song. So yeah, definitely check it out. Oh, moving right along, Creepshow 2. Great sequel, great movie. Can't really say anything that hasn't said before. It's just three great stories. The Legend of Chief Woodenhead, the Raft, and the Hitchhiker, and they're all really good. And I have the first Creepshow as well, but that one is owned by Warner Brothers. So this one was New World Pictures, which Anchor Bay pretty much picked up the rights to most of their movies. So yeah, Really great. Creepshow 2, yeah! Next up, a great one, Dawn of the Dead. This is the Ultimate Edition, the 4-disc. Really cool. Classic Romero. This is the second chapter in the Dead movies. And it's really cool. It's got a bunch of versions. You have the theatrical version, extended version, and I believe the European version. And it comes with a bunch of goods here. I can't even fit this in the screen. Yeah, there's the man himself. So yeah, it's a really good set. I highly recommend it. It also comes with a little comic book adaptation of the movie. And no, it's great. I've only seen the theatrical version. I haven't watched the other extended cuts yet. But I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while since I've seen the movie at all, actually, so I'll have to watch again sometime soon. Dawn of the Dead. In the next chapter in the series, Day of the Dead. Another horror legacy series. I like this cover a lot better, and this is great. I've actually only seen it for the first time this year. I've been wanting to see it for a long time, but I finally got my hands on it, and it's great. It starts out slow, but once it picks up, it picks up. It's really great horror, zombie gore. Next one here, Demons. Italian film. Produced by Dario Argento and directed by, I always forget his name, Lamberto Bava. And another cool cover here. And this is just a great Italian demon fun, lots of gore. Just really fun movie. Next one up, my favorite horror movie of all time, I gotta say it, The Evil Dead. Anchor Bay has released numerous editions of this, especially on VHS. But I love it. It's just a great movie. I never get tired of it. For such a low budget film, I love what they did for it. Sam Raimi is a directorial genius, I think anyway. I just love the camera work and everything. It's great. I find Raimi really knows what to do with even a tight budget. He can really manage well. So yeah, Evil Dead, Bruce Campbell, classic, absolutely classic. And of course the sequel, Evil Dead 2, which I love just as much. Not really a fan of this cover. I much prefer the original cover with black background and the skull, but this one's still cool. No, great movie. Pretty much, it's like people have said before, it's pretty much the same as the first one, which is with less characters. This time it's only Ash and his girlfriend alone in the cabin. So a lot of stuff kind of happens again from the first one, but this time with a bigger budget. But no, definitely great. Love them both. And there's of course Army of Darkness, but I don't have any of the Anchor Bay releases. There have been many Anchor Bay releases for Army of Darkness, but the only one I have is the Universal one. So yeah. And now, more horror classic, Halloween. This is the H25 25th anniversary. So this would have been released in 2003. 2-disc edition, and I think, I'm pretty sure this is the most complete release of Halloween you can get. There are many releases that Anchor Bay put out, but this one has 2 discs, and it just has a bunch of interviews and information. It's just great. So as far as I can tell, this is the most complete edition you can find. The 2-discer. So yeah, it's really cool. Got the insert right there. Gotta love those inserts. So yeah, Halloween. 2 and 3 were never released by Anchor Bay, as far as I know. They're Universal releases, DVD anyway. So yeah. Next up, Heathers. Another one I only first saw this year. I've been wanting to see this one for years and years, but I finally got a deal on it. I found it for $6. I thought, gotta buy it. And I watched it and I really liked it. Much darker than I was expecting. A really black comedy. I mean, I knew that going into it, but it's even darker than I thought it was going to be. But definitely great performances. Christian Slater is awesomely dark character. So yeah, Heathers puts a new meaning to 80s teen comedy. Really great. Next one up, one of my faves, I've been watching it since I was a young kid. License to Drive, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, and the young Heather Graham right there. This is great. This was released in 2005, I believe, and I bought it right away. As soon as it was released, I went to Walmart and picked up a copy. And if I'm not mistaken, it's out of print now, so I'm glad I did. So yeah, really, really great 80s goodness right here. If ever you stumble upon a copy, definitely pick it up. It's a little too underrated, I find. It doesn't get the recognition it deserves, and it's got some great moments. Another one in the same vein was actually, Anchor Bay actually released it around the same time as License to Drive, I believe. It's Moving Violations from 1985, starring Bill Murray's brother, John Murray. And it's from the creators of Police Academy, so it's got that same kind of humor. This is just a bunch of people that lose their licenses because they're such bad drivers, and they go to driving school and, hijinks into, and it's really, really funny, really good cheesy 80s time. And John Murray, he was actually in Scrooged with Bill Murray. He actually plays Bill Murray's character's brother, so they're brothers in real life, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, Moving Violations. Pretty sure this one's out of print as well. Really glad to have found it. Next up, Phantasm. Gotta love it. Just found this one this year. Happy to finally watch it. It's great horror fun from the 70s, 78, I do believe. It's really great. Really gotta find the other ones. Actually, Evil Eddie from Cyber Ray, 1976. I was chatting up with him lately, and he was telling me how the other ones are great. It's a great series altogether. So now I really want to find the other ones. He got me really wanting to check out the whole series, but they're pretty hard to find. But I'm on the hunt for them. Phantasm. Next up, Reanimator from 1985. Lots of editions of this one as well. But I gotta say, this is my favorite cover of all of them that are out there. See the slip sleeve. I got this one in 2007. That's when it was released. And it's really great. Pretty bare bones. As you can see, features. There's widescreen presentation, which I don't consider that a feature, and 2 commentaries. That's it. No trailers, interviews, anything, but commentary is better than nothing. So yeah. Actually, Alex, my sin brother on this channel, Alex and myself, we did a review of our DVDs because he has the Elite Edition, and it's got a bunch of features, so check out that video earlier on in our videos on this very channel. Yeah! Next up, Return of the Killer Tomatoes with George Clooney. See, there's the man right there, young George Clooney. Probably can't see clearly, but yeah. This is just great fun comedy. Not to be taken seriously. It's just, I love the humor. I find it very witty and fun. I have the first movie. This is the second. There's Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I have. That was released by Rhino Home Video, and it's great. Great movies. There's a bunch of... I've only seen the first 2. There's a bunch of sequels after that, but apparently they're awful. So I'm staying away from those. Next up, Spring Break from 83. And this one was actually owned by Columbia Pictures, so I find it odd that Anchor Bay got the rights to it, but whatever. Really fun 80s sex comedy. I enjoyed it. It's very cheesy. A lot of stuff we've already seen in sex comedies, but it had some great moments and great music too. Really enjoyed it. From the director of the original Friday the 13th. Go figure. The Stuff from 85. That's just cheesy. I talk about it in one of my updates from like October or November or something. And yeah, it's really, really cheesy, but a good time. Good horror cheese, for sure, about killer yogurt or ice cream, or I don't even know. So yeah. And the last one of my Anchor Bay DVDs, from 86, I believe, Vamp, starring Grace Jones and Chris Makepeace. Chris Makepeace, he played Rudy in the original Meatballs movie. He's a little older in this one. It's cool to see him again. This is a great vampire movie. Right up there with Fright Night, I say. Feel free to disagree, but I think it's a great 80s vampire flick. Great combination of comedy and horror. And yeah, it's really enjoyed it. Check it out. An awesome time for sure. Great Anchor Bay release. This one was also released by New World Pictures back in the day. I think that's all the time I have. I won't have time to go through my VHSs. Maybe I'll just do that in a separate video. So thanks for watching, and peace out!